Hello everyone, my name is Vishal and welcome to our YouTube channel Android Smart Learning. In our previous video, we added few object classes, then interface and network module. Along with that, we added few other classes like API response, generic API response class, etc. So now let's move to next part. In this part, we will create our repository and view model and we will do some changes in our home fragment. So let's start. So first we will create one object class for repository module. So now let's go to di package, right click, we'll write here our repository module, and this is our object class. From here we will provide repository @module @install in, then here we will write activity component class. Okay, here we will provide @provide singleton, here fun, provide comment repo. We have written the method, and here we will write API service. This method will return comment repository. Okay, but right now we don't have our repository class. So first what we will do, we will create one repository class over here. Okay, so this is our repository comment repository. Okay, so this is our repository class. Here we will write inject constructor. Here what we will inject, our API service instance, and here we will write our generic API response class. Okay, so here we will write our suspend function for get comments, and this function will return our API response of comment response module. Return save API call, here API service dot get comments data. Now we have created this our repository. Okay, so now let's return this repository from here. Return comment repository and API service. Okay, now this is our repository module class from where we are providing our comment repository. This is our repository class where we are injecting API service instance, and we have written one method as a get comments. Now let's create our view model. Right click, view model, comments view model. Okay, so now we have created this comments view model. Now let's extend this class with @hilt view model. Okay, and inject this with inject constructor. Here we will pass our repository instance, val repo comment repository. Okay, and this class will extend view model. Okay, first here we will declare our comment list variable, private var comment list is equal to of mutable live data, mutable live data of API response. This is our CL class, and we will wrap the response here, comment response. Okay, now let's create method as get comments. This method will return live data of, again, API response of comments response. Okay, so first what we will do here, comment mutable live data of API response. Okay, so first what we will do here, first we will write this comment list dot value. First, before calling API, we will start loading. Okay, so API response dot, we will call loading method to start loading, and then in view model scope dot launch, we will start our actual task like val response is equal to, here we will call repository method, repository dot get comments. Okay, and then comment list dot value is equal to response, and from here we will return this comment list. So view model scope dot launch val repo dot comment list dot value. Okay, sorry, I forgot to close this one. Okay, so this is our get comment method inside our view model. Now let's move to our fragment, home fragment. So in home fragment, inside our on view created, we'll write one get data method. We will create this get data method below this function on view created, create function get data. In this function, so first we need to initialize our view model. So here we will initialize view model private val view model of comments view model, and then by activity view model. Okay, so now we have initialized here view model. First we will do one thing, we will create our recycler view adapter. So now let's go to our adapter package and create one comments adapter. Now we have created our adapter class. Now let's create XML file for our recycler view list item. It's comments list item. Again, let me copy paste the code from my notepad ++ file. So here I have copy paste the code here, comment underscore name, let's say here will com dot model dot response dot comment. Okay, so this is our XML file, this is our recycler view adapter. So let's extend this recycler view adapter with base recycler view adapter, and here we will pass our model class as a comment and comment list item binding. Okay, so here we need to implement some methods, implement members, get layout and on bind view holder. Okay, so in get layout we will return our XML file, return our dot layout dot, let's import this r dot layout dot comment list item. and in on bind view holder dot binding dot we have comment variable in our XML. So here what we will write, list items of position. Okay, so in XML we have set the object over here, and from here we have set the value in this text view. So this is our okay. So now let's handle click event, binding dot comment name dot set on click listener. If user click on that text view, then we need to show some toast message on our UI. So here we will invoke listener dot invoke, and we will pass it means our view, then our model is our list item of position, and third is position. So this is our recycler view adapter. Now again go to, there is some error in our view model. Okay, okay. So this is our home fragment. Now let's private let init var comment adapter here, comment adapter. Okay, we will initialize this in our get data method. So from get data method we will call the API, we will call our view model method. So in get data view model dot get comments dot observe. Okay, here we will pass view lifecycle owner, and then we will handle all our cases. It okay. Now our first case is API response of type success, then we will handle this one. Okay, now second is if API response of type failure, we will handle this in this block. And third is API response dot loading. Okay, so we'll handle here, and then we will write else case. Okay, so in else case we will write some require context dot show toast. Here we will print some error message r dot string dot, let's assume some error occurred. Okay, so this show toast message we have written in our util file. Okay, context dot show toast, this is basically extension function. If in case of loading, we will show this show progress dialog. This show progress dialog method we have written in our base fragment. So show progress dialog. In case of failure, in case of failure, first we will dismiss our progress dialog and require context dot show toast. In show toast again we will pass our message like get string r dot string dot unable to fetch data, plus we will give some space plus it dot message. Okay, so we have handled failure case also. In case of failure, we are showing this first message unable to fetch data because unable to fetch data because, then some space, and then error message, actual error message. Okay, now let's go to our success. So is API success? Then first again we will dismiss the progress dialog. We will set our adapter comments adapter, then binding dot recycler view dot layout manager is equal to linear layout manager and we'll pass require activity here. Okay, then again binding dot recycler view dot adapter. Here we will write comment adapter. Okay, and we will handle our click event here, comment adapter dot listener. In listener we will pass our first value is our view, then second is our actual item, and third is our position. Okay, position. So here again we will write switch case when view dot id. We will handle this based on view id. Now our view id is r dot id dot comment name. If we click on comment name, then here we will show some show toast message. Okay, and here we will pass item dot body. Let's create this method show toast, create function. Okay, show toast function. Here again we will write require context dot show toast, and we will pass this body. Okay, so now this is our fragment. Okay, so now let me give you again brief overview of this. So this is our this is our manifest file, and we have added some internet permission over here. Then we added some plugin and dependency in our both build.gradle file. Then in UI, first we are loading this main activity. In main activity we are inflating this layout. Then we have set some toolbar, and we are setting this toolbar. We have created one method for toolbar title. We are calling this method from our fragment. In our main activity XML, we have created one linear layout, and in linear layout we added toolbar and frame layout. Activity main, this is my toolbar and this is my frame layout. Now let's go to our home fragment. So this is our home fragment. In home fragment, first we are extending this fragment with our base fragment. In base fragment we are creating this view in onCreate view, and we have created some methods of show progress dialog, dismiss progress dialog. Again let me show you base activity also. Base activity, in base activity also we are passing some view binding. In onCreate view we are inflating the layout. There is some onDestroy method. We have created one method for add fragment, for addition of fragment. Replace fragment method is also there, but we are not using this method in our program right now. This is our base fragment. Here also we are inflating the layout in onCreate view. This is onDestroy, this is show progress dialog for progress dialog showing, and this is a dismiss progress dialog. Okay, so now in home fragment, first we have initialized the view model, we have initialized the comment adapter. Means comment adapter we have not initialized, we will initialize later. Okay, here we are inflating the layout. In on view created we have called this get data method, and using view model we are calling this get comments method, which we have written in our view model. Then here we are observing the response. So in get comments method, first line we have written as we have set this comment list value as a loading. Loading means basically we have set the value. Once we set this value, it will get observed in our fragment. So here it will get observed. So this time we have set the loading. So flow will come here in loading, and progress dialog will get show. And after that we are calling the API from this lines of code. So here I am injecting repository. Okay, using repository I am calling this get comments method. In repository I am injecting this API service, and in get comments method this method will return API response of comment response. This comment response is basically wrapped in our seal class API response. So this is our safe API call method. So we are calling this interface method. So let me tell you this, in safe API call, here what we are passing actually, Here we are passing one suspend function and its return type is response. One suspend function and its return type is response. Same in SafeAI call, its input is suspend function and return type is response. This is basically lambda expression. Okay, so in Safe API call, we are calling our actual API. If we get successful, then request.body, we have saved this request.body in our body object. If it is not null, then we are returning response. Return API response.success. In success, we are passing body. If it is not null, if it is null or if there is some error, then it will return API response.failure. This response.message. And again in catch, if there is some issue in this try block, then in catch also we have handled the exception. In catch, we are returning API response.failure and e.message. So this is our generic API response class. Okay, now let's go to this comments adapter. Comment adapter is a simple adapter. We are extending this adapter with base recycler view adapter. Here we are passing our object class, our view binding, then our array list. Add items method we have created for adding our data. Okay, then what we have done over here, add items method, I think I have not called. Let me check in my fragment. So here comment adapter layout. Okay, so I have not called this method actually. Comment adapter dot add items, it dot data dot comments. Okay, so here we have initialized the adapter, we have set the linear layout manager, then we have set this adapter to our recycler view, and then comment adapter dot add items. Here we are passing array list. In this add items, this list will get assigned to this variable and then notify data set change. This is our listener for our on click callback. So this is our first is view, then our item, and then our position. Get layout, this method we have override in our derived class, that is comments adapter. This is get item count method, this is on create view holder, and this is our base view holder class. So here in on bind view holder, we have set this data to our comment object, and click event we have handle over here. On click of this, we are calling this listener, we are passing view, then our model, and then position. In XML simple, we have taken one text view and we have set the body. So this is our adapter. In dependency injection, we have repository module and we have network module. In network module, we have provided this dependency. Like suppose we are providing this, let's see, this is provide JSON converter factory. This line we have written on line number 55, and this dependency we are providing over here. So if I click on this JSON converter factory, see, you can see here line number 55 means this dependency we are providing from line number 55. Provide converter factory. This method is written in JSON converter factory, and same JSON converter factory we have written here. Same like that, retrofit instance we are providing to our provide API service. If I click on this, then provide retrofit, we are redirecting to provide retrofit. It means we are providing all these dependencies. So this is our network module class. We have created one custom interceptor. Okay, so here first we are checking the internet connection, and after that we have added some header data. For this API, actually dummy JSON API, we don't require header data, but just to explain this concept, like how to add header, I have added this to header, but we don't require this header in this API. You can use this header concept in your actual project. Sometimes we need to pass some data in our header like user ID or something like that, so we can pass all this data like this way. So this is our custom interceptor class. Then we have our model, we have networking, this is our seal class, this is our interface, this is our custom interceptor, this is our generic class. Then this is our repository. In activity, we have main activity, base classes I have explained. This is our home fragment. In util, we have our API constant class for our URLs and endpoint. Then we have constant file, and there is one util method. This is our view model file also I have explained. Okay, So let's go to this. So now let's go to this layout. Here we have activity underscore main.xml and few other XML file. Then we have our toolbar file. Here we have toolbar. So in our theme.xml we will write no action bar. Here also no action bar. Okay, and in view model actually this comment list will store the response wrapped by our API response class. Okay, and these two lines, actually these two lines look synchronous, but it is actually asynchronous. Okay, and in our fragment currently we have called only one method, means we have called only one API, so we have written only one method over here. If you want to call another API, means second API, then in that case you can write one more function over here, just like this get comments. You can write another function like get user or get post, like that. Same in get repository also, same in repository also you can write another function. It means if you create second function in your fragment, then you need to add another function in view model. Same second function you will add in your repository. Okay, so I think we are done. So now let's run the code. Yes, we got the output. Now I am clicking on this nice idea. Here we are showing the post message. What a powerful argument. Okay, now we are showing post message over here. So now here if you see, we are calling this API and we got the response 200. Okay, now we got the response, but here actually if you can see header data is not showing here. So let's go to network module class headers. Actually, okay, I have added here logs first, then I am adding this custom interceptor. Okay, means previously I was printing first logs then custom interceptor. So right now we will first intercept our, means first we will add our custom interceptor then logs. Now again let's run the code. Okay, now our code is run. Okay, so here we got the output and see, here we can see our header data. Means currently for this API we don't require header data, but just to explain this how to add header concept, I am adding this to header data in this API. Okay, so now let's do one thing. Let me switch off my internet connection. So I have switch off my internet connection and let me run the code again. Okay, see, here we get one toast unable to fetch data because no internet connection detected. Unable to fetch data because no internet connection detected. So in our custom interceptor class, first here we are checking the internet connection. If internet connection is not available, then we are throwing this message no internet connection detected. As we are throwing this exception, so in generic API response class this line will get executed, means we are throwing the exception from there. Then in catch block, here from here we are showing, we are calling this API response dot failure method. Okay, and we are returning from here to repository, then from repository to view model, and from view model to fragment. So here in our home fragment, failure method will this failure flow will get execute. Here first we are dismissing progress dialog and we are showing unable to fetch this one, unable to fetch data because message we are sending as no internet connection detected. Okay, same if we get success, then success will get execute. If there is any some issue, then failure, and we get any error in this try block, then also we are sending this failure. Okay, now again let me switch on my internet. Now I just switch on my internet. Now again let's run the code. Yes. Okay. So in this video basically, so in this MVVM playlist, I have explained you how to create base architecture of Android project using MVVM, Kotlin, Hilt, Core, and Daisy. I hope you found this playlist helpful. If you have any query, then you can write your query in comment section. If you like this video, then please subscribe to this channel, and thanks for watching this video.